What's good? What's good? Welcome to Epic Entertainment Critics. I am Antoine.
I'm still James.
And we're about to do a nice discussion. We're going to do a nice discussion review for Invincible, final episode for the season finale, episode 8. We are keeping to our review schedule for Invincible. And this was the last episode for this season. That we'll have a season 2. I'm sure it got greenlit.
I think they might got greenlit for a season
Couple
3
seasons.
too.
Yeah, like season 2 and 3.
Yeah.
I think. So, we're going to have a nice little review for it. So, but before we do that, we have an intro. All right, we have returned. So, Invincible, episode 8, season finale. Where we left off at was, hey, man, I heard some people say they really liked the Immortal. I was like, Immortal.
Well, look, if you like the Immortal, everyone can get a piece of him now.
Now I heard he's gonna come back. So so now you're happy.
Dude, he's called the Immortal for a reason, my guy.
Man, dude, hey.
Look,
Omni-Man made sure it wasn't no piece to bring back.
Anybody who can survive decapitation can survive being cut in half.
Yeah, but hey, my man Omni-Man's like, you should have stayed.
You should have stayed dead. That man, I've never been so glad that they cast J.K. Simmons.
Dude, okay, this is the thing. I should hate Omni-Man, but for some reason I don't.
No, I feel you. I feel that.
And it's like, okay, he's a complex character to me because he's so smug sometimes. And sometimes he's such a good dad and such a good person, and it don't seem fake.
Yeah.
You know how you got people what's his name? Like Homelander. A lot of people compare him to Homelander. Homelander is very fake.
Like Homelander.
Everything about him seems so fake. It's like you already, like, when you talk to him, you'll be like, this dude's, like, he can say all nice things to you, and you just know he's full of crap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Omni-Man, Nolan, I feel like he be sincere about some things.
And that's what it is. It's like, when he's not pretending, at least not to you.
But it just seemed like he'll sincerely say he care about you, and then he'll turn around and squash your head.
Yeah. But and again, this is what I say. It's like he's not pretending to anyone but himself.
Weird. It's just he's just a very complex character to me.
Yeah.
And it's it's like I should hate him because he done some despicable things.
That and like I don't know if it's just the voice acting by J.K. Simmons or just like the animation. I'm leaning towards J.K. Simmons because it's not the animation. But like
to me, it's animation too because sometimes it's face expression. But go ahead.
Yeah. But like sometimes like when he's doing that stuff, it's like I gotta do this. Like like he'll do horrible stuff that he clearly doesn't want to do, and it's like that. Why are you making me do this? Why are you making me do this?
And we'll talk about stuff he did in this episode. So last episode,
so much stuff.
Mark Invincible finally seen his dad kill somebody.
Yeah.
Now he really not sure what to think right now because first he thought, oh man, my dad's in trouble. I better help him.
Yeah.
And then his dad was like beating. First they was fighting a robot. Yeah. I mean not a robot.
The monster.
This big monster.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, let me help my dad out. And then they didn't know that the monster was sent by
Cecil.
Cecil to actually just, I guess, slow Omni-Man down, which they really can't. And when he said scramble the jets, I'm like, why? Those pilots is going to be so dead.
So dead. Like,
but he said, hey, just to slow him down, maybe give him a distraction so the kid can get away.
Anything we can possibly do.
And at this point, Nolan is really trying to get Mark on his side. Yeah. Like he's trying not to hurt Mark and get him to say, okay, I'm with you, Dad. I know you killed some people. I'm with you. And we know it's not going to go that way. I mean, especially, that's just kind of like if, Superman, the way he grew up, and somebody just trying to convince Superman, hey, you're better than them, come with me. And, it's not going to work.
It's not going to work. Because, like, once you're that set on who you are, nothing's changing that.
Right. So we got this scene where when Mark finally see Omni-Man, and Omni-Man kills somebody, and this is what Mark think about it.
We need to talk.
No. Someone's controlling you. Dad, tell me how to stop them. Mark. Let my dad go. Let him go.
Stop. It's me, Mark. It's just me. This isn't how I wanted to do this, but I don't have a choice. It's time for you to know where I really come from.
So, stop that there. What's the name of their country? Wasn't Veltrum? Yeah. Veltrum, yeah. Which is like, they just made that name up. And it's kind of like Superman. They kind of basically took a lot of elements from the Superman story and kind of like changed it up a little bit. And they just revealed, this is spoilers discussion, they just revealed that Viltrum is a conquering planet, not a peaceful planet. Yep. And he was sent here to basically get Earth ready to conquer.
I mean, the Viltrumites are basically just smart Saiyans.
Yeah, yeah. And I was thinking, get them ready to conquer, or they're not just going to destroy them and take Earth. They want to conquer.
Like, if everybody lays down and submits,
they bend the knee.
Yeah.
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 And it's so they was like, look, you go there, you tell him to bend the knee. But you know what? I was think about it. He ain't been doing his job.
No.
Because he's living as just a superhero there. He's helping people. But at what point did he get Earth ready to bend the knee?
And
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. And so, like, what happened was, and I think part of this is, like, there's an aspect of, like, he allowed himself to forget what was going down until he started, like, taking a look at, like, I'm going to be here for a few thousand more years.
Yeah.
And the folks I had linked myself up with, at least the main one's going to be dead,
But, right. But, see, I also think he started to like it.
Yeah.
Because they and then I don't want to show too much because I know that they've been cool. There's other people that block my stuff like if I leave, probably show anything, but so they had a thing in that.
Man,
let me show some of this. In Viltrum, they basically do the strongest survive.
Yeah.
So they killed half of their race or something.
It is such a trip because, like, the first time you see Viltrum, like, it's that same landscape, only now instead of, like, people happily flying across the sky, it's like, now it's blood sport.
Yeah. Well, let me show this little clip. This is crazy.
The planet I've told you about. We have created a perfect civilization, but it took all of our strength, determination, and courage to get there. In order for our people to reach their full potential.
Right, as soon as somebody do something, they get hit.
It was a long
so yeah, I'm a badass. Oh, never mind.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
But what emerged from the ashes was unstoppable.
Okay. That last shot, that's the one that bothers me the most. And you know what? There's a chick there with a long braid covered in blood. So she just been killing people with her braid.
Maybe, I don't know.
God damn. You know what? This is like that church scene from Kingsman. Like, God damn, y'all.
Yeah. So, I mean, he's come from. So, I mean, okay. So at this point, a lot of people that hate Nolan because he did some stuff like, see, if I wanted that, I'm going to have to find clips where he, the train scene.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, that train scene. God.
Well, okay, so he's trying to convince Mark to, side with him. And basically he's been saying, like, look, we're going to take over Earth. I'm going to take over Earth, and I need you to side with me. And let me see. No, that's not on there. I need you to side with me. And it's kind of like to show Mark, it's not worth fighting for humans or whatever. He started, this is what you like, And so they got this one scene where he just basically, which I get to a point where I'm like, okay, would people just explode like this? It's like at some point, some people could be injured. Everybody just exploded.
Yeah.
Guts everywhere. Yeah. Let's see if I can find that. But go ahead and say what you got to say.
So like this, like, because a lot of people have been really, down on Nolan after this episode, which I understand. He did some very off the wall stuff, but like knowing that the society he comes from, like, the ends, like very much.
Should have paused, but.
Very much a ends justify the means kind of thing. It's like whoever has to die to make sure that we're as strong as we can be, that's what it's got to be. But also keeping in mind, all of this is stuff he's been holding back on. This was stuff he was supposed to be doing from the jump.
I know. So this is his fault because they told him to get the planet ready to be conquered, and he fell in love and had a kid. And I think a part of him really wants to just live with his son and wife. But that's a struggle I see in him, where he don't want to do this stuff, but he's trying to convince himself. Also, while he's convincing Mark, he's trying to convince himself.
Because two things happened. One, he started seeing them as people.
Yeah.
From the jump, he saw them as people, not as an inferior life form.
And if you remember, the wife, I can't remember her name, she said he came to her like she's supposed to worship him at first. Yeah. And then she said, I taught him how to treat people.
Yeah.
And then he started realizing, oh, this is how it is. I'm not just better than y'all. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just started realizing,
like, y'all just people. Okay, cool.
Right. Once you humanize them, you start realizing, damn, I had this thought of people or of these people before I got there. Now that I met them and be with them, I'm realizing, damn, they just like me for real. They're not strong or whatever, but they still got the same needs and wants and desires.
And then
and
like
stuff.
Later on, like now he's remembering, I owe the Empire a planet.
Yeah. Yeah, no. right. It's like how Stephen will be. You owe Darkseid 50
worlds.
What?
Hey, whoa! I just paid up. I just paid up.
That's what I want to talk to him about.
Look, I just paid an installment of 30 worlds, man. Come on now. Doesn't that buy me a month?
No. You got 50,000. 30 ain't nothing.
I can't even get a phone call for 30 worlds.
So okay, this is a scene where he's trying to convince Mark that people don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
This is pretty brutal. So
trigger warning, massive
this
death.
Time you'll learn.
Okay, before I show this.
Man, look, if you got any kids watching this video with
now that you said that, I ain't going to show it now.
I mean, but like this is a trigger warning. Like there is a lot of devastation here. Blood and gore. Like
okay. So, I mean, okay, look at this. I'm just going to show a little bit of it.
Yeah. Woo.
Maybe that conductor, baby.
No.
Okay. Do everybody just need to explode?
Buckets. Get them up.
Yeah, it's a bad scene.
Oh, man.
And this is the thing. I think, I'm with Omni-Man. I understand his struggle, but he can't come back from this.
You're right. Because it reminds me of that Superman world made of cardboard thing.
But look at the. But go ahead, finish talking.
And you understand that on a level, but you're never forced to see it. And then when you have to see it.
This is Man of Steel Part 2.
Yes.
This is how it really will look in Man of Steel.
Because that's the thing, right? It's like in Invincible, like the series is good at showing this. Is like, doesn't matter how invincible you are, the people you're trying to save aren't.
Right. Which they got a scene where he's trying to save a lady. It's just a lady and her daughter just at their home minding their own business.
Yeah.
And he tried to save them and he couldn't. And it was messed up.
Ooh,
yeah, they let you see.
And like you think it's gonna be cool too.
Yeah, they made it seem like they're gonna make it. It's a bad thing. I don't see how you can do that to a kid and think that's cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's trying to let him know that they mean nothing, but you can't raise him that way and then all of a sudden flip him a whole nother direction.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not, if he raised him like that, then maybe he'll be on a different level, you know? So, yeah.
I mean, then he'd just be Kid Omega, but we don't need to talk about that.
Yeah, it's just the whole point. I don't know what Nolan was thinking, expecting Mark to be like, all right, Dad, let's kill some people.
No,
They're nothing.
Because he's not, and you know what it is? He's not even trying to convince Mark. He's trying to convince himself.
Yeah. And then, so this whole episode was him just beating the crap out of Mark.
Like, just throwing him into everything he sees. Like,
yeah.
A train, here, catch that. A mountain, catch that. Like, damn.
And I did like that guy from the, I guess he's some kind of.
Seth Rogen.
Is that Seth Rogen?
I think that's Seth Rogen.
Where he says, oh, that's cool. What's that?
Wait, this isn't Urath?
Yeah, Urath.
But yeah, man.
But I do like, hold on. Basically, it's something that he said that got to Omni-Man, and it's like, okay, so the kid's a bloody mess.
Yeah.
But I guess they heal faster. I don't know.
Yeah, but like
he knocked his teeth out.
Pretty much every episode of Invincible is a kick the puppy moment, and Mark is absolutely the puppy in this analogy. Like, how often does his entire rib cage get powdered?
So as we said, Omni-Man is here to get Earth ready to take over. And instead of doing his job and getting Earth ready, he just lived as a normal. Well, he was a superhero, but he was just a normal guy. He actually started liking his life and all this.
Yeah.
And now he's pretty much just trying, like you said, trying to convince himself. So he just killing he just been destroying stuff, you know. And now he's trying to get Mark on the side. Mark is not feeling him, and this is the last scene. I really like this. It's kind of a powerful moment.
Yeah.
Yes. You're fighting so you can watch everyone around you die. Think, Mark. You'll outlast every fragile, insignificant being on this planet. You'll live to see this world crumble to dust and blow away. Everyone and everything you know will be gone. What will you have after 500 years?
You, Dad. I still have you.
That's why.
Shit.
Yeah. And it's like, wow. That's just like make you. I gotta go.
Look, I gotta go get some cigarettes.
Yeah, right.
But man, like their whole fight, like the conversation.
Now you just made me feel like shit. I just did all this, and now I feel real bad right now.
Well, when you put it like that, I kind of feel like kind of an asshole.
Yeah, I know.
But like this is the great thing about this, because like it would be easy to watch this and think it's just a blood fest,
Yeah.
Like, but this fight is a conversation.
Yeah.
And there's two conversations. There's Omni-Man and Mark having a conversation, and then there's Omni-Man having a conversation with himself.
Right. Yeah.
And he's like, no, this is what I remembered over the course of the last year or so. I need you to understand this, because if you understand, that means I'm right.
Right. People do that.
Yeah.
They want you to confirm, like, they know they wrong, but if you say it too, then they cool with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and he didn't give in. No, you're not right, dude.
And Mark is actually the perfect litmus test for this idea, because he's literally the only person on the planet who can share his perspective.
I was about to say, who could take that ass whooping and not die?
Barely. But
anybody else would be dead.
Come on now. Look, how many times has he ripped the Immortal apart now? 2?
Yeah, 2.
Yeah.
Mortal can take
not counting the.
He can take a nice beating from him, but he can't take
like
the beating he put on Mark.
Yeah, dude. Like I'm just saying, but yeah, so it's like the only person who can share the perspective to tell him whether he's right or wrong is Mark.
Right.
And he's hoping to God Mark will say, "No, everything you did, that was cool. That's what you should have done."
Right. And people do that because even if everybody hates you, long as you get the person that you care about to confirm that you was cool, they was cool with what you did, then you cool with it.
Yeah.
But if the person that you care about the most ashamed of you, that is a deal breaker. You know what I'm saying? That just make you feel like shit. So, I really love it. I love what they did with this show, man. The wrap up was good. I'm very much looking for season 2. But I'm saying because, as you know, Omni-Man did not finish it. Omni-Man just left, you know, because he felt so shitty. It's like one of them, you did something so shitty and then you just looked in the mirror like, I can't even look at myself right now.
There's also a bit of that, like, when you see these parents from hell, pushing their kids as hard as they can, and then when there's, oh wait, I'm the problem.
Yeah,
like that's what how this wrapped up. It's like, I'm beating you to hell so that you'll be strong, and no one will ever beat you to hell. Oh,
so yeah, he left, and they was like, he left the stratosphere. And I guess he's going back to Viltrum or what is it? Viltrum. Stupid name. Anyway, he's going back to Viltrum. And I hope he going. I don't know where he's going. I bet you. I got the feeling he's going to go there to appeal to them to not take Earth or whatever. And they're going to be like, what?
I mean, that or he's just going to be a space hobo.
Okay.
Because I'm just saying, unless he's completely lost his mind, there's no way he's going back to Viltrum. Because they probably just going to lock his ass up or kill him.
Well, I'm just saying.
On sight.
Okay. Well, I mean, to continue the story.
Hey, man, welcome back. Did you get that planet ready?
He wasn't planning to make it think he's going to be welcome back, but it's got to be some kind of middle ground. He got to try to negotiate or something.
Because the second he says, so about Earth.
Well, see, the thing is, even if he try to come back and be like, hey, they're going to come, let's get a defense together, I'm going to help y'all fight. Wait, what about the 1,000 people that you killed?
Yeah.
we cool now? No.
Oh, we need a defense. You mean like the Guardians of the Globe?
Yeah, I kind of changed my mind, so we're good now, right?
Oh, you changed your mind? So they'll come back to life because you changed your mind,
what y'all gonna
right?
do without me? Come on. Y'all need me anyway, so shut up. Let's do this.
Then Immortal will come out screaming like a madman.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill him. Yes. Soon as he woke up, he was like, oh, I'm alive, though. He was, that didn't go like we thought. But anyway, it was a good show, man. I heard they're going to have an even higher budget for season 2. I hope that's not...
I hope that doesn't ruin
worse, right? Yeah. Sometimes they make it worse. Like, we can do this, we can do this.
Once you get rid of that problem-solving gene.
Yeah, you're right. We'll see, though. Yeah. We'll see. I like the voices. I like the animation. I like the story. I like the show, man.
Yeah.
And I like to keep it where it's at. Like, they can go a few more episodes. They can do 10 or 13. But don't get silly with it. Not 25. Of a whole bunch of fillers. I don't need to see a whole bunch of fillers.
Don't go the full production anime route with this.
Yeah, keep it within 10 episodes. Keep that story tight, and I appreciate that. Yeah. It was a good show, man. I can't wait for season 2. Definitely, it gets an epic for me. On the whole, the show of the whole season 1 gets an epic for me.
Absolutely an epic for me as well.
Right. Okay.
Full tilt.
Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and get out of here, man. Appreciate it for anybody that's checking out the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Help us reach that goal. Help us reach that goal of hitting 1,000 subs. Got to start small. Got small victories to win the war. So
button's going to be right there. Don't forget to hit that bell icon so you get notified every time we either post a video or when we do our live streams. And since you're still here, might as well drop a thumbs up and a comment down below.
Yes, sir. So, yes, we are out of here, y'all.
Peace.
Appreciate y'all for checking us out.